Let's talk about different parenting styles. There are 4 main types. It's beautiful. Hi friend, welcome back. My name is Dr. Peter. I'm a pediatrician and an actor. Let's see what health lessons we can find in Disney's The Lion King. And as always, I want to take a quick moment to thank you all for your awesome comments on my last video. Here are some of my favorites, and I'm excited to see what you have to say on this one. Maybe you'll get your comment featured next time. So I also will be sharing some stories and clips from my recent travel to Tanzania and Zanzibar, where I worked at a hospital for over a month in Africa. And there were some shots from the movie that I saw there, and I was like, was this movie inspired by Tanzania? It's the circle of life, and it moves us all. All right, let's play the game. How old is Simba? Based on the developmental milestones, I say he's like just born. It's hard to tell, but he's moving hands, he's making eye contact and tracking with his eyes, so like a 2-month-old. If you're a human, obviously. Did you ever watch that live action version? Dude, the camera work is what makes this entire opening number. Now that's what you call an intro. It's so interesting what they let each character says the first time we meet them.
Life's not fair, is it?
And his was life's not fair. That's the first line of the whole movie. Life's not fair.
He'd make a very handsome throw rug.
Zazu.
And just think, whenever he gets dirty...
Disney fans, do we know where he's a throw rug? So there are some trees like this in Africa, and they're stunning. Stunning.
Simba.
Simba in Swahili, I know a little Swahili now, just very little, means lion. And I asked my driver to see if Nansingunya Nama, the opening of Circle of Life, is Swahili, and he said it's actually Zulu from South Africa.
One day, Simba, the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you as the new king.
So it's interesting that we're already seeing how Mufasa's parenting style is informing Simba about the concept of death. My time will be over and yours will start as the new king. And Simba's just like, wow, look at all that I will be in charge of. And he's gonna go start talking about the area that he shouldn't go off to, just like all of humankind. Don't touch, so go there, touch. Got it. So that is not actually the most helpful, as we'll learn. It's best to use concrete language with kids.
We are all connected in the great circle of life.
Yeah, but you lead everybody, so it's like the top 1% making all the rules.
Promise me you'll never visit that dreadful place.
He's such a manipulator.
And remember, it's our little secret.
Pausing here to talk about the importance of talking to our kiddos about the difference between secrets and surprises. In families, in healthy families, the structure should be that there are no secrets in families, that everyone tells everyone how they're feeling, what's going on at school, what's going on at sports and in life, and parents included, we have an open communication model. The difference is that a surprise is a good thing. Surprises are when we can hold on to the truth, and if it's someone's birthday and we're trying to give them a celebration, we don't have to tell them that we are planning a surprise party for them, hence the surprise to make them happy. But secrets can sometimes be negative things or bad things, where people can ask us to hold on to information that our parents or our caregivers should know about. So please check with your parents before just holding on to it. Also, if you like these videos, please let me know what I should do next, and like and subscribe so other people can see it too.
I'm gonna be a mighty king, so enemies beware.
Well, I've never seen a king or beast with quite so little hair.
No one's saying do this.
Now, when I said that,
No one's saying be there.
What I meant what?
Kings don't need advice from little hornbills for a star.
I love the coloring.
To be king.
And notice how we cut from music video coloring into reality coloring. And when I see things like this, I think it's really important for as soon as your child is able to remember phone numbers, your address, how to contact 911, things like that are really important. And notice how Simba jumped even behind Nala.
Yo, what do you think, Ed? Yeah, just what I was thinking.
You told me they're nothing but slobbering, mangy, stupid poachers.
Stay on the open stay.
What you calling oopid steak?
My.
I'm very disappointed in you.
I know.
You could have been killed. You deliberately disobeyed me.
I was just trying to be brave like you.
I'm only brave when I have to be.
But you're not scared of anything.
I was today. I thought I might lose you.
I think those hyenas were even scarier.
'Cause nobody messes with your dad.
Let's talk about different parenting styles. And what I like to use as an analogy is, let's imagine we're at a bowling alley, and this will help us understand the different types. There are 4 main types. The first parent is a parent who puts up both rails and tells their kid to bowl. And so the kid is bowling. And then they get to a point where they're like, hey, can I try it with the rails down, the bumper guards? And the parent says, sure, let's put them down, but if you miss a bunch, just come back and let me know and we'll bring them back up. Where the parent puts up guidelines for the kids and says, you cannot cross these lines, and if so, you would be deliberately disobeying me. And it gets to a point where the kid can offer their own perspective on life and say, hey, can we adjust the rules to make things more amenable to what my priorities are? And the parent and the child go back and forth, and that's the healthiest one. We call this one the authoritative, where the parent establishes themselves as the one in charge, the one in control, but is not overbearing. The next is a parent who goes up and tells the kid, we're going to keep one bumper lane open and the other one down. So we're going to pull up one, put the other one down. And the kid says, but why are we going to can't we just put them both up or both down? And the parent says, you have to listen to me. You have to just respond. Disobedience is not going to be tolerated. I'm in charge. I'm in control. And that parent is going to make the child follow the rule that they put in place without explaining the rule. We call that the authoritarian parenting style, which makes kids obedient, but not necessarily the greatest conversationalists. They don't really understand the philosophy behind the parenting style. They don't really understand why things are the way that they are. The next is a parent who puts both of the rails down and sits back and is just on their phone or something, and the kid is just bowling on their own. They're getting things in the gutter. We call that the permissive parenting style. You think of it as like the parent being the best friend of the kid. They're more carefree. There's a free lifestyle to home. The kid doesn't have clear guidance or structure, and the parents are more hands-off. And the final one is the rails are down and the kid is bowling, but the parent's not even in the bowling alley. And that's neglectful parenting, where the parent is not involved in the kid's life. Mufasa here is exhibiting authoritative parenting style. He's establishing guidance for Simba, and notice how he said the same language twice. You deliberately disobeyed me, and the second time around he says, you deliberately disobeyed me.
Dad,
You deliberately disobeyed me. Simba, I'm very disappointed in you.
I know.
You could have been killed. You deliberately disobeyed me.
Wonderful script writing. He offered a vulnerability in all of this. That, yes, I was scared today. Simba was confused about the concept of bravery, and Mufasa clarified that I was brave, but I was also afraid. And that's a beautiful role modeling for male parents, for people in general, to know that it's not a weakness to say that you are afraid or that you are vulnerable. Give me green lighting, green eyes, and I'll get you a villain.
Not as wet as a warthog's backside.
But thick as you are, pay attention! The lights are not on upstairs.
Great idea! Who needs a king?
Now king, la 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 la.
There will be a king.
Hey, but you said,
I will be king.
This part is so intense. The point that I must emphasize is, you won't get a sniff without me.
Be prepared.
Straight into the next plot point. This animation is also years ahead of its time. Also, Hans Zimmer, dude, deserved that Oscar win.
Hold on, Simba!
Oh my gosh. It doesn't even sync twice.
Long live the king.
Dad? Dad, come on. You gotta get up. Dad. We gotta go home. Help!
He's not just processing the concept of death, which is probably way beyond what he as a child can understand. Also the guilt of and the gravity of potentially it being his fault.
No one ever means for these things to happen, but the king is dead.
And so it's the first time you heard dead. And there's the manipulation and the internalization of the guilt that will have years of trauma.
Run away and never return.
Oh my gosh. He's so misguided, and this entire movie would be avoided if someone just looked out for him. If his mother were there, if the scenario was just any little bit different, he wouldn't have had years of internalization of trauma, guilt, distress, loneliness, just because someone was so evil in his life and took advantage of him for their own selfish gain. Not wanting to talk about death in children, I think that this is one of the most important and fragile times to talk about it, and we need more people who are equipped to come and talk about it. So if you're interested in pediatrics, please choose it. It's the best field ever because you take care of the whole child, and in doing that, you take care of the whole family. I'm gonna equip you so we could look out for the 4 pillars of what a person needs to understand regarding death, and it's hard for children, depending on their age, to grasp all 4, and we'll see what the movie gives us. I think that'll be easier. Non-functionality, that when someone dies, the body is no longer functioning, that the life's functions have stopped. There's no more eating or drinking, sleeping. Pain and suffering have also stopped. Irreversibility, that when someone dies, some kids say, oh, well, when are they coming back? Or can I go with them? Irreversibility says that when someone is dead, that they don't come back. It's a one-way street. And some ways to talk about this with your kid, depending, of course, on their age, if they're a toddler versus preschool versus school age versus teenager, is something along the lines of that exact progression. Just like you graduated from kindergarten to primary school and you're going from primary school to secondary, it's a one-way path. Death is a one-way path. And so grandpa or grandma went that way and they don't come back. You don't come back from death. And it's really important to not use euphemisms. Causality, what caused someone to die? Was it me? That's a really important one to clarify for kids. It's not your fault. This wasn't something that you did or because you misbehaved that so-and-so is gone. We could say that people died because of accidents, because of illnesses, that the heart stopped working, that there was something that happened that made the death come about. And the last one is universality, is that everyone dies. And so you might use that as a, hey, so-and-so is gone, but just like trees are alive and pets are alive, they can die too. So our job now is to make sure that we keep Grandpa's legacy and remember him and keep him alive in our hearts. That is a place to start the conversation with your kids, and always speak slowly, use pauses, ask them if they're of age to say, like, are you ready to talk now? Sit down, bring them to an area where they might be comfortable. If you need someone else to help you, use all the resources in your neighborhood. Your pediatrician is a wonderful resource as well.
Kill him.
What if he's on our side? You know, having a lion around might not be such a bad idea.
Having a lion around.
Hey, where you going?
Nowhere.
Gee, he looks blue.
How can you tell the difference between depression and sadness? It's a really great question. Sadness is a normal feeling, and a lot of us do feel sad and down, and it's okay to. But if you're worried about depression, then I encourage you to please talk to your doctor, to your pediatrician. One hallmark that we would typically look out for is your sadness or feeling down affecting you so much that you're not able to do the normal things in life, like go to school, go to work, hang out with your friends, the thing that you used to find joy doing no longer bring you joy. You don't have interest in doing those things. It's affecting your sleep, your eating, all the things that you used to do. If it's starting to affect your life, then please talk to someone, especially your doctors. We are able to help you, and we want to.
Nothing. He's at the top of the food chain. So, where you from? Then maybe you need a new lesson. Repeat after me. Hakuna Matata.
What?
Oh yeah! In Tanzania, they say Hakuna Matata. It's actually in Tanzania, they say Hamna Shida, which is no problem. And when I went to Zanzibar, that's where they say Hakuna Matata. It was like all over the merchandising, and it's an actual phrase in Swahili. Matata. Oh my gosh. It means no worries.
Pretty dumb, huh?
Oh, you're killing me, son. Oh.
What has Rafiki been doing all these years? Can we get a Rafiki movie?
Whoa! Jeez, why do I always have to save your...
The near curses with Disney.
Nala?
How'd you notice her that quickly?
Timon, this is Nala. She's my best friend. Friend?
Whatever happened to the circle of life? One is your friends?
What's wrong with that?
I can see what's happening. What?
And they don't have a clue.
Oh, they'll fall in love, and here's the bottom line. Our trio's down to two.
The peace the evening brings. Imagine the animators. How can we make her seductive? We need a seductive lion. Rafiki actually means my friend in Swahili.
Come on!
To find the answers you seek, you sometimes have to dig into your past.
Don't dawdle!
If it were a clean and easy road, it would have not had the same symbolism. But he's digging into his history. This is a visual representation of therapy. I reacted to Moana, and when she got to a turning point as well, she had a family hallucination of her grandmother. So whenever you need a plot point in life, family hallucinations.
Oh yes, the past can hurt. But the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it.
It's so interesting. There's a progression of his learning and the philosophies that he was taught. Run away from home was what Scar told him. Then he met Timon and Pumbaa, who said, Hakuna Matata, leave your past behind you, so don't address it, kind of in ignorance of it, don't process it. And then Rafiki now says the past can hurt, but you can either run from it or learn from it, and so he has to face his past to protect his future. Dude, get me some Disney hair.
It's me, Simba.
Simba?
Simba.
I'm a little surprised to see you.
Alive.
They think I'm king.
Well, we don't. Simba's the rightful king.
The choice is yours, Scar.
Dude, the camera work, do you see that?
I killed Mufasa.
This is highlighting just how evil Scar is. If he said nothing, he could have just thrown Simba off and be done with him. But he is so prideful, pun, intended, I guess, that he needs to gloat, even though he has the upper hand. And his gloating causes a surge of rage in, well, I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
I killed Mufasa.
Yo, Nala, no patience. She's like, you did what? What a coward, too, Scar is.
Simba, I am family.
He's a coward, he's not loyal, he's a liar, he's manipulative, he talks about death and killing, and that's what makes him a good villain.
Run away, Scar, and never return.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
And he's a cheat. And whoever told them to do it in slow-mo? No one, but it's gorgeous. $19.94, y'all. It's beautiful.
Circle of
Thank you all so much for watching with me. I hope you learned something new today. Please let me know what we should react to next, and I'll see you in these other videos right here. Take care. I love you. Thanks for watching. Bye.